All rise. The gavel is struck, and for a limited time, the Classic Metal Show is unleashing a rare collection of Judge Aiken merchandise. If you stand with the bold rulings of your favorite metal judge, now is your chance to show it off. From water bottles to t-shirts, these exclusive items won't last long. Get to cmsstore.cmspn.com and claim your Judge Aiken gear before the court is out of session. Court is adjourned.
Hey man, this is Dee Dee from Overkill, and you are watching CMS TV.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the classicmetalshow.com. The name of the band there, probably something you don't even know this, Chris. The name of the band is called After Hours.
Don't know that one.
Don't know them. The song is called Wild Women, going out by request to Dude Bro.
I like it.
Kind of a little known band out there. And then we also heard Jolyn Turner out there with Steve Lukather doing a Ozzy Osbourne cover with Hellraiser.
Cool.
And that goes out to Skippy. And just before that, for Sydney Ralston checking in with us from Indonesia.
Wow.
She wanted to hear Lead Clones by Gary Moore.
Wow.
Kind of
deep in the vaults.
Yeah, kind of bagging on David Coverdale and Kingdom Come.
Sure.
And that's kind of interesting. Did you ever read the lyrics to that song?
No.
Just a real quick snippet there, just because it's who they're talking about. You've stolen from the houses of the holy. You've rolled into the kingdom of the sane. I heard you on the radio. I saw those crummy videos. I don't think I can take no more. Gotta get it on from the still of the night, but you're getting it wrong. You know it ain't right. So
punch in the gut.
Yeah, kind of bagging on Kingdom Come and David cover version there.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
A little bit of that. So that's for Sydney Ralston. And what else did we cover here? We had some UFO for Jackal with Rock Bottom. So that wraps up that little music block.
Yeah. Let me give a couple of quick shout outs before we get into something here.
All right.
First is a collective shout out. I gotta shout out our Rumble people.
Yeah.
I looked and we were still like in music break, which means it's just nothing on the screen.
Yeah, because they listen to the
radio
stream.
part.
Yeah, the stream, the audio stream in the break.
We still had 160 people in there the whole time.
Yeah.
150, 160 people the whole time. I love that. I'm very happy that Rumble finally is the platform where we can be ourselves and do what we want, and people are catching on to it. That's really cool. Pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. So a backstage cheers to you from my solo cup there, Rumble.
Yeah, there you go. You can get from my bottle.
You can see how cold that drink is.
That's a cold one.
That's got some ice on the outside.
That's a Talking Metal Toast type of a cold one.
It is. That's a real cold one.
Yeah, no shit. And the other quick shout out I just wanted to throw out is just a real quick one. Our friend who we actually thought would be dead by now, Dan Pate.
Well, he checked in with me last week and got a couple of requests in.
He's doing great. I talked to him during the week. He was asking me a question about about some TV stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him how he was doing. He said he's recovering well. He's still got a long way to go.
Yeah.
Because he had a pretty severe stroke, but he's recovering and he's coming back strong. And man, I couldn't be more happy for that dude, considering Considering he literally reached out to us personally and, his friends as well to say, it's been a nice ride, but I'm out of here. And he's making it back. So congrats, Dan, and keep it up. And don't you dare quit and be a pussy, you motherfucker.
Right. Yeah,
keep at it.
He checked in last week and got in a couple of requests during the music show last week. So
that's great.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Dan listens, and I hope we can take a few hours of his recovery time and make it less pain in the ass. As somebody that's been through that kind of a recovery, I certainly very much appreciated anything that took my attention away. As I've talked about on the show a million times, I watched every minute of the fucking OJ trial because it took my brain away from what was going on in real life. So keep at it, Dan, and I hope we're still giving you decent enough quality material to keep you entertained.
Right, exactly.
So that's all.
All right, very cool. Well, thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Thank you for your patronage.
Yes, we
make sure you tip our waitresses and our bartenders on your way out.
Yeah, please do.
Make sure you order the veal. Well, I got to tell you, I got so many subjects here. So many of our fans are so diligent about sending stuff in.
Okay.
And then, of course, I have my own stuff, and you have your stuff.
Well, I got nothing tonight. I'm done.
Well, I got a shit ton of things, and I'm just trying to determine which direction to go with this. I'm going to go, since we were talking about live performances tonight.
Yeah.
And I want to tie this into, again, ticket sales.
Okay.
And a band I know you're a fan of. I'm a peripheral fan. I'm not a big fan, but obviously the big Oasis reunion.
Oh yeah, sure.
And Ticketmaster, of course. And there's just so many directions I could go here with.
Okay.
So I'm going to send this over. I'm going to forward you this email here. So look in your inbox here in a second.
Okay.
But this is just interesting to me because I want to talk about ticket prices again.
Okay.
I mean, it's
out of control. Stupid.
It's one of those. It's like, well, being that this is who this is, and this being that they say again another one. Well, this is our last go round. Mm-hmm. Would you pay the price to see this? And I'm talking about Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Okay.
Are you an ELO fan?
Don't bring me down.
Exactly.
Down.
I mean,
I know the hits. I don't know. I couldn't name one deep track.
Okay. Well, I don't know the deep tracks either. But Jeff Lynne is out there. He tried to tour just prior to the pandemic, and that kind of shut that tour down, obviously. And now that things are somewhat more normalized and whatever, he's out there touring. Okay. And I was just curious, what does a quote unquote Jeff Lynne ELO ticket cost? I was just curious what that costs. And so I decided, well, where is he touring? Where is he touring at? Is he coming to the Chicagoland area? So on and so forth. And so I decided to do a little bit of research here to see what a good ticket would cost. Mm-hmm. And I start getting this thing about quote unquote verified resale ticket.
Okay. Yeah.
And years ago, back in the 80s into the 90s, that was called ticket scalping.
Yeah, that's scalping. That's all it is.
I mean, it was called ticket scalping.
Yeah.
And somehow it's legal to do that now. Mm-hmm. And the suspicion is that Ticketmaster is the scalper. Like they have the tickets on sale under the normal Ticketmaster website. Then all of a sudden That same day, all those tickets that were supposedly available through the straight sale through Ticketmaster are on the secondary market.
Right. Or the tickets go on sale at 10 a.m. and by 10:02, every ticket that's available is available only on StubHub or whatever.
Yeah, at above face value. Mm-hmm. And that just is so fucking weird.
Not weird. It's fucking criminal.
It is criminal. That's just the other way to put it.
Yeah, I'm not going with weird. Like, that's odd. No, it isn't.
I don't mean odd.
They're scummy.
It's just all of a sudden. Oh well, they're all sold out, but everybody who bought them, all of a sudden they just turned around and they're reselling them.
Yeah, the industry that we grew up on loving is long dead and has been replaced by the greed industry. And that's all it is. It's just straight up greed now. To where you can't afford to go. I think about it this way, dude. And I know me and you both, we can afford to go to whatever we want to go to. But the other question is, how much are you willing to pay?
Yeah.
Now, I can't speak for you, but I'll speak for me. In the last 5 years, there's been easily 10 shows where either I wanted to go to it or Kelly might hit me up and ask me if I want to go or something. And I looked at the price tag and said, fuck no. And it's not shit that I couldn't afford to go to. I just don't want to I don't see the value in it to me. I don't get, and I guess I'm still old fashioned because I still think I don't get my money's worth at over $100. Mm-hmm. $100, and I know that leaves me out of a lot of great shows, but to me personally, if it's more than $100, I feel like I'm wasting money. Because if it's $100 for the ticket, then you add on 30% for the fees, you add on $50 to park, you add on, another $50 to drink minimum, and then God forbid you actually want to go and make it like a date night and have a dinner. Right. Holy shit! Now you're into $400 or $500 to go see a show that's $100 ticket. Fuck that! It's just not worth it. Have you had that where you look at a show and you want to go, you looked at the price and we're like, nope, not doing it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I found this particularly interesting because I'm kind of like an ELO fan. I like ELO.
Okay.
But I wouldn't go. I'm not going to go. They're going to be here Friday, September 27th.
Okay.
I'm going to be in Las Vegas during that time anyway, but they're playing at the United Center, which is in a shitty part of town.
Right.
I mean, it's a legendary place. Obviously, the Chicago Bulls play there, and the Blackhawks play there, and
right.
It's just a legendary arena in the Chicagoland area, and a lot of concerts come there and whatnot. But ELO is playing at the United Center Friday, September 27th, and so I caught some of their current tour video. I sent
I got it
over to you to see, just if you wanted to play a little bit of it, and let me know what you think as far as. Is this something you would go see or be interested in seeing? Now, I see they got the big old Pink Floyd backdrop there.
Sure. I mean, will I know any of this stuff at the beginning?
Well, I mean, I think they play Turn to Stone or something like later in the video if you want to go later in the video. But
it looks cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's ELO has always been like a big orchestral type thing.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
It's a fairly sizable show.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'll play a little of this. Here we go. Is this woman back here in a box?
She's in a box. I'm glad you pointed that out because when I watched this video, I was just like, why is she isolated in a box? Is her Is her background vocal so important that she can't get overlap from the rest of the band? Is that the deal?
Maybe she's afraid of getting COVID.
Is that Robin Quivers back there? She's in a fish tank.
Maybe she's afraid of getting a germ.
Yeah, she might be getting afraid of the Rona.
Yeah, she has COVID. So they put her in a box. That is weird. I guess we can't see over here. Maybe there's another girl over here somewhere in a box.
I don't think so. I think that they're trying to isolate her vocals or something. I don't know if her vocals are so important to this mix that they have to isolate her.
So really, the only guy we care about is this dude, right?
Yeah,
this
Jeff Lynne. He's the only dude. He's like that's why it's called Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Right. None of these people have ever been in ELO?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It's like Jack Russell's Great White or Stephen Piercy's Rat or whatever. I think that the original entity known as ELO,
right?
I think he's prohibited from just going out as ELO, so it's Jeff Lynne's ELO.
Is there another ELO?
No,
other guy's ELO?
I just don't think he can just use the name outright for whatever legality there is.
All right. Let me fast forward into a little further here. Hear a little more of this.
Where it came from, I don't really know. Hear these voices die all over the world. All over the world. Everybody in the world. Everybody everywhere's gonna feel me now.
All right, it sounds okay. I will say this, though. I think it's crazy to have an old band like this in a standing show where the audience is standing.
I think they're just standing because they want to stand.
I think there's chairs there and they could sit.
It's an arena. I think that's like an arena.
Okay.
Yeah. But I think
right.
they're just standing because the guy in front starts standing and then it blocks everybody else.
Right.
Too, so then you're forced to stand.
All right. So what's the question? Would I go to this?
Yeah. Well, what would a show like this be worth to you to go?
To me?
Yeah, to you.
$50.
$50.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, it's a cool looking show.
It is. It's a nice big arena style show.
Yeah. It doesn't sound, and again, it could just be they're watching YouTube video of it, but it doesn't sound like it really rocks.
Yeah, but it's ELO. I mean,
yeah. Well, I mean, Don't Bring Me Down rocks.
They're a very symphonic type band.
Right. Do we got Don't Bring Me Down in here somewhere?
Let's see what's later on.
Let's try this. Huh?
It's Turn to Stone. I turn to stone.
Yeah, I know that
when
song.
You're gone, I turn to stone.
But I want Don't Bring Me Down. It's the only one I care about.
Well, I don't think that song is in this grouping.
All right, I mean, I know enough songs that I'd pay $50 to go see this.
Okay, $50.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I sent you over another link for the Ticketmaster.
Okay.
And all the seats that are available, as far as I can tell, they're all quote unquote verified resale ticket.
And I'll tell you this, now that I got this on my screen, I guess I won't be going to see this show.
All right. Go down there to like section 3. I think it's section 3. Zoom in on section 3 there. Now, go to those two, like the seats. Can you move that screen up a little bit to the right? Yeah. Okay. See those two tickets right there in the center section, right up by the stage.
These two,
right there. Yeah. Look at that.
Oh, is that all?
$2,000.
$2,000
per ticket.
That seems plus fees.
Plus fees. Verified resale ticket.
Great. I mean, where's my credit card?
let me slap some money down and get that fucking thing.
$2,000. Are you fucking with me? Well, this one's cheaper. I'll sit in the second row for only $16.50. I'll knock off $300 by sitting one row back. What a fucking scam.
So I had to just, poke over there and see what these things are going for, to go see one of these shows if you wanted a good seat.
Well, look at even the ones that are not reseller. That's the blue ones, right?
Yeah.
Those are regular?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Even that's $571. So that's what Ticketmaster thinks for a third row off to the right of the stage should cost.
Right.
$571 each. But if you want the good ones, the reseller ones, oh, look at this is a bargain. $878.
Yeah, it's less than $1,000.
Less than $1,000 a ticket.
Yeah, you could get two of those for the price of one. Just a few seats over.
I mean, geez. Yeah, I know, because right here it's $2,000. Holy shit! 5 seats over. It's only $878.
Look at that.
What a bargain. Look at her. I can go to this side. Jeff Lynne's side of the stair, the box side.
Right.
And sit there next to the box chick for a mere $1,000 a ticket. What a bargain. Fuck this. What do these back ones cost? Oh, look. $342.
Just a mere $342.
So for 2 people, you could get like 2 months of car payments. Jesus, $700 for 2 shitty tickets at the back of the section.
Yeah. What are those yellow ones with a VIP package?
Oh boy. $474 plus fees. Let's see what
What's the VIP experience?
Yeah. Maybe I'm looking to see if there's any info. 1 reserved ticket in rows 6 through 15 on the floor. Access to the VIP lounge, including light appetizer, dessert bar, and green screen photo booth experience. Green screen photo booth experience. Somebody wants to come here to the Chris Aiken studio. I'll give you the green screen photo experience. Let's see here. Specially designed VIP merchandise and a commemorative laminate. No artist interaction.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So you don't even get to meet the band.
Well, where's the one with the artist interaction?
That's got to be the over and out, doesn't it?
Is that the premium?
Oh, wait a minute. No, there's none in this one.
All right. Is that the premium package?
I think it's probably this one.
It's this one.
It doesn't say to meet dummy. Oh, wait, here, full details. All right, it put it on another screen. I'll just read it. 1 reserved ticket in rows 1 through 5 on the floor. Access to Jeff Lynne's ELO lounge, including a green screen photo booth experience, light appetizers and dessert bar, 2 drinks per person for beer, wine, and soft drinks, photo opportunity in front of the VIP backdrop to commemorate your evening, specially designed merchandise exclusive to VIP packages, limited edition city-specific tour poster, commemorative laminate and branded lanyard, priority entry for crowd-free merchandise shopping.
I mean, who's worried about standing in line to buy a fucking shirt?
Well, I want to be led to the front of that line.
All right.
So I can fucking whip out my credit card and spend more money. There's no interaction with the band on this one either.
Yeah, so why do you care? So you get to go to a lounge and tilt back a couple cocktails and maybe get some finger food for...
Yeah, you get two drinks, a handful of peanuts, and a fucking bowl of Jell-O. Thanks. Fuck that. And how much is that? Let me go back to this screen here. Where's that Ticketmaster thing? The all over the world package? Where is that at?
It was the premium one that we were reading, right?
Yeah. Here it is. $474.
Yeah.
But so what? For $474, you get rushed to the front of the T-shirt line.
Yeah. You
Big
get to buy a
fucking whoop.
T-shirt before anybody else.
Wow. I bet it ain't any different than anybody else's, though.
Yeah.
Good Lord. What a fucking rip. Holy cow. I guess we're not going to ELO. What are these other seats so far? I'm just curious now. What these...
That's I always find it interesting that, okay, well, what's someone willing to spend for this? Look at that, 311 just from the side stage.
From the side stage. That's a shit seat too. And you have to buy 2 of them. How much are the regulars? Only $244 regular. $250 and the... This is such a fucking scam, man.
I know, hundreds of dollars.
Such a fucking scam. I mean, come on. And it's just the one guy.
Yeah, it's Jeff Lynne.
537 and you're not on the floor. 537 and you're not on the floor. That's robbery, man. $397. I've sat in these, not this specific place, but in pretty much that seat.
Yeah.
That's where me and Kelly sat for Bob Seger.
Right. Not
a great seat.
Yeah, I know. Because you're just seeing cross stage.
Yeah, not a great seat at all. $400. That's about what I paid for the Seger tickets. That's Bob Seger. Wouldn't you think that Bob Seger would be worth more than ELO?
Jeff
had
Lynne.
A lot more hits.
Jeff Lynne.
I don't care if it's regular ELO.
It's like going to see Tom Scholl's.
I was thinking the same exact bit.
Tom Scholl's Boston.
Tom Scholl's Boston. Well, isn't it just Tom Scholl's Boston at this point?
Well, it is at this point.
There's nobody left between hamburgers and just people that quit.
Right.
They're done.
Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Hail and Cal. Just a couple quick things staying on topic. Number one, I went to the Jeff Lynne show, and it's fantastic.
It looks great from what I saw on the YouTube, and I personally wouldn't mind going to that show. But where did you see it?
In New York, not this tour, but the previous tour.
Okay.
How much did you pay?
I didn't pay anything like that. It had to be under $120.
Okay.
But this is a couple years ago. But the other more disturbing thing that you're talking about is that Ticketmaster controls the secondary market.
Yeah.
And that's not cool at all.
Well,
No,
that's kind of our point, is that
Right.
it just seems like they sweep the first tier tickets and then they quote unquote put it in the secondary market, and then they mark it up over face value.
Agreed. But just so you know, and I'm sure you've seen stuff like this before, because I'm like your age, when I was buying Bruce Springsteen Born in the USA tickets, it was, the days where the record store had the ticket machine in it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're in line and we're looking, and 2 guys come in from the back door. The owner of the record store whips off a bunch of tickets for them before he lets any of us in. And then he lets us in. So he went and sold, 60 tickets to these 2 guys who are obviously scalpers. And, same shit, just old school.
Yeah. The difference was, though, that's 60 tickets, and maybe you had 1,000 tickets out of a stadium that would get done that way. This way, by 10:02, Ticketmaster has redone half of the venue to StubHub.
Yeah, ain't technology great?
Oh, I love it. It's making me not go to these shows anymore.
So where are you calling from, dude?
I'm calling from Connecticut. So,
all right.
Hail and Kale, fuck you, pal. Hand job.
There we go.
There's our fans all over the place.
Somebody that gets it. That's good.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad he got to see this for 120. That's pretty close. I might go to that. But 100, yeah. I still think 50 is about my limit for ELO. And especially fake ELO, no matter how good it is.
Yeah, it's the singer.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's
it.
That's it.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah.
The singer and the guitarist.
Yeah, what's he going to do next? Jeff Lynne's Traveling Wilburys tour?
most of those guys are dead too.
I think they're all dead except for Jeff Lynne.
No.
Wasn't he in it?
Well, I think Bob Dylan was in it.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But, well, we heard his fucking brilliant vocal a little earlier.
George Harrison is dead. Tom Petty is dead. What's that guy with the higher voice?
Roy Orbison.
Roy Orbison, he's dead.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Maybe we get Jeff Lynne's. Lynne's Traveling Wilburys.
Jeff Lynne and Bob Dylan. They're the last two surviving members out of Traveling Wilburys.
You got mercy on you. Can't wait.
That's so funny. All right. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about as far as ELO is concerned.
All right. Well,
because I was sitting here in the studio last night, just looking at videos and seeing what was going on out there in the world as far as like touring shows and that kind of caught my eye. And I was just like, well, what's that all about? What's going on there?
Yeah. Well, hopefully September 27th, Chicago will have a good night of ELO without you there.
Right. Well, speaking of covers.
Yes.
I'm taking my my other girlfriend, Sal, to see Leonid and Friends on Tuesday.
Look at that.
Yeah. So Sal and I are heading out on the town.
Wow.
Go see Leonid and Friends.
You bought the tickets, he buys the bar?
Well, I bought the tickets.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's the cheaper deal there. That you get a discount if
right, of course.
If he's paying the bar bill.
Yeah, well, I won't be imbibing, being that I have a ride home after the show. So
yeah, but that still doesn't matter to Sal.
So
Sal still have 23 drinks.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna go see Leonid and Friends on Tuesday. With
now,
Sal.
what did that ticket cost?
It was $90.
$90 for a tribute band.
Yeah, but it was
they're real good, but still
second row.
It's still $90 for a tribute band.
I agree. I agree. But you know they're goddamn good. I
agree. I think anymore. Do you think that we're getting to a point that the bands, even forget band versus brand? Do you think band even matters anymore at all?
No.
I just think it's songs.
It's brand. People,
but they don't even have the brand. Leonid and Friends.
True.
They're just playing the music of Chicago, but they're doing it well.
They do it just like the record.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Do you think we're going to get to that point where there'll be, I mean, we're getting to that point. It's, you're obviously spending $90 for a fucking tribute band ticket. And I know, whatchamacallit, we had Battery, the Metallica, the big Metallica tribute band. We had them on the Seth show a couple weeks ago, and they're becoming one of those bands. They go out there and tour and sell out, 2,000-3,000 seats a hit to see them because they do the music like the records. And I think their tickets are like $35 or $40 a ticket now. It's like, all right, do you want to see Metallica for fucking $500 a ticket or $2,000 in the case of ELO? Or would you want to spend $100 to see the songs of ELO? I think I'd spend the $100 to see the songs of ELO.
Right.
I don't think seeing Jeff Lynne matters. Do you?
Well, again, this goes back to what we were talking about earlier, watching the Bob Dylan thing.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't know Bob Dylan was on stage, would it matter to you that that they were singing, the Watchtower?
No, not at all. Dude, think about you like John.
Because what was he adding to the
nothing?
Nothing.
A raccoon hat and bad vocals. That's it.
Well, he's playing that piano.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. We heard that. Barely. Well, think about it. I mean, dude, think about it this way. You love Mellencamp. You're a big Mellencamp fan.
Yeah, but I haven't gone in years only because I just can't take the politics.
But if you had your choice, both shows had no politics. I'll give you both shows, no politics. You could see some guy that's a dead ringer to Lonesome Jubilee era.
Yeah.
Him for $100, or you could see him today with his gas station suit and his six head for fucking $250. Which one are you going to?
I might go see the tribute.
I think I would too.
If they play it, if they play it true to form.
Yeah. And if the guy sounds like the old days and not like he's been, gargling razor blades.
Right.
That's what I mean. I don't think brand even matters anymore. I think all people care about is, I think the Van Halen and Kiss people finally win, and those tribute bands have just taken over now.
They have.
Because even would you go see a really good Van Halen tribute band?
And I have, before Ralph Saines became Steel Panther.
Yeah. Yeah, when they were Atomic Punks, they were killer.
They were dead on.
They were as good as Van Halen ever was.
They were dead on David Lee Roth era Van Halen.
They were. But think about it right now. Today, if there was a Sammy Hagar Van Halen tribute band playing it note perfect the way those songs were written, would you go see that, or would you go see the Best of Both Worlds that's out there now?
Probably, if I was a big Sammy era Van Halen fan, I would go see the tribute band.
I would too, because it would be better.
Knocked it out of the park. And since we're talking about it, I sent you links over in your email, and I just want to show this since we're talking about it.
Okay.
About Leonid and Friends, I sent you 2 links. Play the bottom link first of the original song, and then we'll play Leonid and Friends doing their version of the song.
All right.
This is a Chicago song. This was the last album that Terry Kath played on. It was Mississippi Delta City Blues.
So this is pre-Bullet Hole.
Yeah, exactly. So play, I don't know, get up to the part where I don't mean fast forward. I mean play it long enough to where they get into the horn section playing, and then we'll go into Leonid and Friends.
Okay, here we go.
Now play the Leonid and Friends clip.
All right, let's get that one done.
And what you see in this video, this is how they sound live, because they cut this video live in the studio. But I've seen them a couple of times, and they do this. I mean, it's not edited or over produced just for the video. They actually sound like this live.
All right, let's check it out. Here we go. I'd see that.
And it's like dead on.
It is. Let's see if we can't find actual. Does Chicago still sing that song or no?
No.
No. All right.
No.
I was gonna look it up and see what it sounds like.
They're pretty much, relegated to being the hits band now.
All right, so it's hard for me to tell you I'm sorry band now.
Yeah, they're pretty much, the version that's out there currently touring. It's just got 3 members. That's it. And then they got a bunch of other guys in there. I have no idea who's in the band anymore. It's just Robert Lamb, Jimmy Pankow, and Lee Loughnane, and that's it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm probably going to be interviewing our good friend Bill Champlin here again
really?
shortly. Yeah, he has a new record with the dude from Toto and some other guy.
The dude from Toto.
Joe Williams.
Okay.
Joe Williams. What is that thing called? Let me just look up Champlin. It is, let's see. P-L-I-N.
Yeah, it's interesting about the incestuousness of the music business. Because what brought Chicago back from basically the dead is the fact that Chicago 16 was a big record for them to launch them into the 80s.
Sure.
But the majority of that album was played by the guys in Toto.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Which is kind of funny, because, now that time has passed in all accounts, Robert Lamb was recovering from a bad coke habit. He literally did not perform much on that record.
Right.
And then, the Chicago horn section, they did some music on Toto 4, which was their big album in 80.
Right.
And David Foster was the guy who kind of like put that all together. So they just kind of intermixed, each band's talent, I guess.
Sure.
To make both records, Toto 4 and Chicago 16.
This new thing is called CWF.
Yeah, they've been doing this for probably 6 or 8 years now.
The third guy is Peter Friested, who is a Swedish guitarist producer.
Okay.
I don't know anything about him. But here's alongside William Champlin and Friested, contributions from Jason Sheff.
Yeah, of course.
Vocals and bass.
Still. Yep.
Legendary drummer J.R. Robinson.
All right. Is Keith Howland involved at all?
Randy Goodrum and Bill Champlin.
Okay.
I don't see any other. Michael Ruff. Do you know Michael Ruff?
No, I do not.
You want to hear a little of this?
Sure, why not?
Present. I don't know if I'm even supposed to be playing it. I don't care. Whatever. It's out in 2 weeks. Whatever.
Yeah.
Here's Brighter Day.
Wow. Does that sound like Chicago 17?
Yeah, it really is. Check it out.
In silence, hearts have drifted, less emotion, greater distance, close but yet apart, leading to separate lives. No distractions, no collisions, still the journey, lost its mission. Finally here you are, the checkpoint of no return. Now you're headed for the future and what's yet to come.
Feel like I'm going to be watching The Secret of My Success or something in about 5 minutes.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say, is this from the soundtrack from Secret of My Success?
That's what it sounds like.
Dude, you read my mind.
I guess I did.
That is hysterical. That's exactly what it sounds like.
It does. It sounds just like that. Same exact tones and everything. So, not bad. I mean, I don't I don't know how it's going to do today, but
I mean, well, for people who are fans of that era, people are going to love it.
yeah,
You know, they if they like that 80s,
right.
what do you want to call, what,
Pop rock,
yeah, it's poppy stuff. It's just that poppy certain.
bubblegum rock, I think
It
we
is.
called it back then.
It is. It's David Foster.
Yeah. Not bad, though. It's pretty good.
That's
And these
what
guys
it is.
are uber talent. I don't know this Friedstein guy from whatever, but certainly Joe Williams and Bill Champlin, their resume speaks for themselves.
Right.
You know, they don't need any ass kissing, but yeah, I'm going to interview one of those two guys. I hope it's Champlin again. I love talking to that guy.
Yeah, he's a good dude, man. I like talking to him.
I do too. I really but Joe Williams was really great too. When I talked to Joe Williams a year or so ago, because I talked to him and then Lukather like in the same week.
Oh, see, that was a good get.
Lukather?
Steve Lukather,
Yeah,
yeah.
he was a good get. I need to get him again. But Joe Williams was great, man, because we talked about how he gets that Disney money because he did a bunch of Disney stuff, and the Toto money and the production money, and how his father wrote, the theme from Star Wars and stuff. So the wealth in this guy's family. We talked more about the wealth. He finally was like, "Are we going to talk about music?" Because I was talking to him about wealth, because I just never spoke to somebody with that kind of pedigree,
Well, again, I think what amazes guys like you and me is that how talent transcends to big bucks. Mm-hmm. The fact that you have this talent and you caught lightning in a bottle, and somehow it translated into some, a very lucrative career.
Sure. Makes me wonder why they even go out and tour.
Yeah, I think because they just enjoy it.
I
think they
guess.
just enjoy performing. That's it.
I think I'd be enjoying hookers and blow. I can't imagine. You know what I need to do? Get with those guys that I worked with 45 years ago and sing Rosanna every night.
Right.
I can't see me doing that. Not if I had hundreds of millions of dollars. I can't see that being fun.
Yeah. I guess
Travel
it's
and
kind of
stuff.
like you just maybe don't feel like sitting around. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, do you travel a lot? Not a ton, a lot, but I mean, a good amount.
Yeah, I travel 3-4 times a year.
Now, the travel itself, though, sucks, right? The
Well-
actual going through the airport, getting on the planes.
I would agree with you. I mean, I have a global entry card now.
Mm-hmm.
So I just go through the TSA. I don't stand in the line anymore. I just go through TSA pre-check.
Right.
So I don't have to take your shoes off and take your belt off and
Right.
dig through your bag and stuff. I just have the global entry,
Right.
and I don't have to do that anymore. So that takes away a lot of it. And typically, just because of my personal success in life in general, I travel in better seats.
Sure. Well, yeah.
That
but
kind of thing, and all that contributes to making the experience better.
Sure.
But is it something I would do all the time because I enjoy doing that? No, it does. It's still blows.
It's making the best of a bad scenario.
Exactly.
Yeah. I see. I'm telling you, the little tiny bit of me that I traveled too much when I was young. I know why I don't want to travel, because I spent hundreds and hundreds of hours on planes, with especially those first 2 years in the military. I was on a plane every week, and it was long flights. It was flying from Korea to, Fort Riley, Kansas or whatever. It was constant, or going to Russia or going to Australia or whatever. And those were fun. I mean, once you get somewhere, it's great. But man, like flying to Australia was just a fucking nightmare. Just a lot. And even flying to Korea. I mean, it was what does it take to get from here to LA? 5-6 hours,
Well,
roughly?
from here, it's right at 4 hours.
Yeah, so here I would have to take another flight to Chicago, then over to LA probably.
Or straight from Cleveland. It's
Do they have a straight?
Probably a 5-hour ride.
So 5 hours there. Then I think it was like, I don't know, 9 hours to Japan. And then 2 hours to Korea. So that's all just to get to Korea. It's fucking sucked. And doing it back and forth, I just got to where I just didn't want to travel anymore. I just was like, that's why I don't like to do it. I hate doing it, man. That's why I know we always joke about me saying, driving to Bay Village is a drive. But it's because I don't want to do it anymore.
I get that.
I'm very comfortable at being very comfortable. You know?
I get it.
It's like Monday. I'm going to Bay Village. I'm gonna actually do the Seth show from the new studio.
All right.
And I'm already thinking about, oh my God, I gotta fucking be up early, and I gotta drive all the way out there, and I gotta drive all the way back. I'm already thinking this in my head. And I'm like, all right, it's fucking Bay Village. It's 45 minutes from here. It's not far. It's not far, but in my head, it's like, God, it's wasted time.
Right.
Hour and a half wasted in the car doing nothing.
Well, I do that every day.
Yeah, I know. It sucks.
Yeah.
Believe me, I look at the fact that my commute is from my bedroom to my living room, and I look at that as the number one perk of my life, that I don't have to go out and deal with assholes on the road.
Right.
That is the number one perk I have in life.
Well, there you go.
Attention metalheads! Want to rep the classic metal show everywhere you go? Head to the CMS store and grab some killer swag. Whether it's coffee cups, t-shirts, wall art, or even phone cases, we've got you covered with all things CMS, featuring our iconic logo and badass mascot Rex. Don't miss out. Visit cmsstore.cmspn.com today. Support the show, show off your style, and rock on with the classic metal show.